There we go. Now you can hear me. Sorry about that. It's been a little bit since I streamed here, moved my computer system around, so it kind of resets some of my settings. So I apologize ahead of time for any malfunctions you might experience. If you guys are watching the stream live, go ahead and drop me a message in the chat. If there's a problem, you can't hear me, something comes up, just let me know. But I've had a couple questions on my server specifically, not the server here this game is taking place on right now that you're seeing, but I've had several people questioning um, some basic questions about hostiles. Specifically, how do you get rid of tails when you're trying to send a ship out into a mining area? Um, so that's a really simple question. I actually don't get that a lot. That's except for maybe lower level people typically. That's a really easy thing to avoid. But I'm definitely happy to go over any information pertaining to that. Make sure that everybody's on the same page and make sure everybody's taken care of here with that. So give me just a second here. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm just dropping somebody a message there in response to something they sent me on Discord. So whenever they get around to that, that's fine. Anyways, so first thing I'm going to do here, just for simplicity's sake, is I'm actually going to go ahead and move to, we'll say Romulan space actually, since I'm working on the Klingons. I say working on the Klingons, but I'm not really, not Raytor. Let's try Tandorian. I think there's some stations that I can move here. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do, just for simplicity purposes, I'm going to go ahead and move my station to a place that, is not friendly with me, say the very least. Go ahead here. Okay. So the question mainly is, how do I keep hostiles from targeting my ship when I warp into a hostile area of space? So that is really, again, simple. There's multiple ways to do this. The easiest way that I find is just simple timing. So you see how this takes a minute and 38 seconds to get here. This takes a minute and 11 seconds. So what I want to do is the ship that takes longer to get here, I want to go ahead and send it ahead. Now you want to click on the same area of space preferably, or pretty close to it, so you can kind of gauge the timing appropriately. But if, well, I'll show you here in a second. So this ship has a minute and 20 seconds. All right, so we're going to go ahead and send it. So basically what I'm doing here, you can see the difference in the amount of time it takes to get there. This ship has less time. So this ship is going to enter Romulan space just before this ship does. Now, sometimes it's better to do this closer to the border. The reason being that your impulse speed, as you see my mining ship arrive first, your impulse speed is sometimes greater than the other ship. So what will end up happening is one ship will get there first, but then the other ship will get to the node first if you're selecting the node. So you'll see this chaser right here. This is going to be probably for this mining ship. I'm like 100% sure actually that it is. Yeah, see, so it's targeting the mining ship because the mining ship got there first. So what you want to do ideally, again, it's better to do this close to the border, is you want to send a ship that's going to get there just before the mining ship. So in this case, my Saladin arrived afterwards, unfortunately. But had it arrived for, that chaser would be chasing my mining ship, not my, or I'm sorry, it would be chasing my Saladin, not my miner. So the miner would therefore be protected from any sort of chaser ship. Now, in the case that it arrives the opposite way, where it's chasing your miner, all you gotta do is simply just take out that hostile targeting your miner. So don't take out the one that would come in targeting your warship. Take out the one that's specifically targeting your mining ship. And once you've taken that out, it's going to change the focus of those hostiles, the chaser ships, if you will, to the ship that you just used to take out that chaser. So I don't know where this one's going to come from, so we'll just move it up here so it's there. There it is. Okay. So you see how this one, a new one has come in out of the middle of nowhere and is targeting my warship, but there's nothing targeting my mining ship. So if you recall that warship, this ship is no longer a threat. So if you play World of Warcraft, you're familiar with this term aggro, aggression. Basically, is what that's short for. So you're pulling the aggression or aggro towards whatever your warship was that you just used. Now, if your warship gets destroyed, it automatically will do this, but it does not return hostility back to this ship. So I can move this ship around. I can do whatever I need to do with it. It's not gonna regain aggro, even if I actually even if I attacked one of these ships. And you're seeing that from this because it's going back into Romulan space and where my station's at. But even if I attack one of these regular ships, as long as it's not a chaser, it's not going to retarget this ship. So if I was confident that this could destroy this, I would attack it, but I'm not, so I'm not going to. But as long as you're not targeting another chaser with whatever your ship is right here that you're using that you don't want chased, it is not going to regain any sort of aggro. Now, on rare occasions, this is usually seen after an update has occurred. If your ship was on a node and you reset it when it zeroes out, on rare occasion it will sometimes pick up a new chaser. Just send a warship in, take out the chaser with the warship, and then recall that ship. Or if it gets destroyed, you don't have to worry about that. Again, that's going to do the same thing. It's going to pull attention off of that mining ship. But again, that's very rare. Most of the time, that's only going to occur if there's a glitch, or again, if there's like some sort of system update. If the game updates, it is very likely going to reset that aggro count. And as soon as you move your ship and the game determines, oh, hey, you've got a ship in a territory where they don't like you, it's going to reset that. So that's really just the two methods of ignoring hostile ships. It used to be there was a glitch, and they have since fixed this. There used to be a glitch where you could. Here, I'll just show you. It'd be a little easier than not showing you. We'll send it here. So it used to be that you could bypass a ship at the very last second, and it would not change directions and target you. But they have since fixed that glitch, at least on server 52, which is my primary server. I haven't really tested it on server 14 again since I saw that they had fixed it on server 52. But again, it's very, very possible that they could have fixed it on the other server. There's just not a way for me to, or not, maybe it's possible that they may not have fixed it on the server, but there's no way for me to know without testing it. So we'll just go ahead and test it real quick just to see what happens. Okay, here we go. So it's probably going to come from this direction. But I'll wait for the ship to... Oh, there it is. Okay. Of course, that's not going to work. I'm going to take that one out. Just to expedite the process here. I need to actually have where I can see the ship where it's not glitched out like that. Meantime, while waiting on that, oh yeah, always love catching people with OPC on Latinum. It's so much fun. All right, so there's a ship. But I want to catch this guy before I demonstrate. Okay, anyways. So I'm actually going to zip around this guy, get him on the other side here. So what I'm talking about specifically is this. So you can see the different arrow levels here, white, light green, and then dark green. Or it just gets light and then dark. So it used to be, and you see that the specifics of how this is angled, by the way, that angling fits the tip of the hostile ship perfectly. So I actually use that as a reference for measurement. Some people will use the rings. Now, again, they have since fixed this glitch. Right, well, it may not have been a system glitch. But used to be that when a ship like that got within that range right there, you could fly through it. But see how it paused like that for a second? You can't see my hands. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. But you see where it paused like that for a second right as I flew through the ship? What used to be that would freeze that ship, and it would not move again until you clicked on a different location for your ship. But again, as you saw, the ship froze and then turned around and automatically engaged combat. So that glitch does not work anymore. So this one might. We'll see. Yeah, see, it's not working. So we'll try it one more time here. Let that ship catch up for a second here. Okay, it's really hard to kind of judge that. It's going to center it every single freaking time. Okay, I should still be able to time it close enough. See, it flies through the ship. It's going to dock. Let's see that it's going to engage. So again, you can't use that glitch anymore. Unfortunately, it just simply does not work. But again, the one I mentioned before, those two options where either you can send the warship to arrive within a 10-second window before your mining ship. As long as the ships are about 10 to 15 seconds apart, it's only going to target one of the two of them, and it's going to target whichever one got there first. So that's what you want to do. Or alternatively, if that doesn't work, again, take out the tail on the ship. I don't know why I'm using Capri. This is an example, I guess, but I do kind of need ore. Take out the ship that is chasing the miner, and then you won't have to worry about your miner getting targeted again. You've seen that I took it off the node, put it back on the node. The only thing I didn't do was attack a hostile to show you, and that's because I'm not confident that my mining ship would win the fight. I mean, it might, but I doubt it. It's very, very doubtful. Contest my theory and see here. Yeah, that's not going to win up against that. But that's how you go about doing that. Again, very simple, not something that's too terribly challenging or anything like that. Who are we? Oh, Apty. So that's how you guys do that. Really simple, again, straightforward, pretty easy, not complicated at all. If you guys have any more questions about hostels, anything like that, of course, feel free to hit me up, let me know. Other than that, I hope that you enjoyed the content and information provided. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're looking at this on YouTube. Or, yeah, if you're looking at it on Twitch, hit the follow button. And if you want to subscribe to support the stream, any donations or anything like that is actually really supported because it does help to fund me being able to continue doing my streams. So, peace out. See you guys next time. And again, thanks for watching.